Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you know where we are and what the hell happened and how we got here and where we're going?
Well, I am going to start by saying we're running this episode a little bit late.
We are.
We're still going to release it on the right day,
Mm-hmm.
just not the right time of day.
Correct.
So I apologize for that. We've been running a little bit behind here for about a week, and I just wanted to apologize real quick for that. But as I recall, we finished up with the last regular chapter we read was Isaiah chapter 29.
Correct.
And they called Jerusalem Ariel, and not like the Little Mermaid Ariel, but just like Ariel.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there was some things happening. Like there was people attacking Jerusalem, and then Jerusalem won because God's God, I guess. I don't really know, but only certain people won because some of them died.
Something like that.
Is that the gist of it?
I think so. There was blindness, but like spiritual blindness, not like actual blindness, and sleepiness, but not like actual sleepiness.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
it was so clear I could hardly stand it. Like
you just made me spit laugh. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was Isaiah chapter 29.
Sure as fuck was.
Which means that today we're getting into
Isaiah chapter 30.
All right, let's do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, we are hopping into Isaiah chapter 30.
Okay.
Okay, and this chapter is going to be about the futility of reliance on Egypt.
Okay.
More of the, oh, don't do it. Turn to God, you guys.
Yeah, see, I was thinking more the futility of relying on God to do anything. But hey, that's just me.
Right, me too. Me too. Okay. Woe to the obstinate children, declares the Lord.
Oh.
Whoa! I mean, at least according to Isaiah, right?
Right.
Okay. To those who carry out plans that are not mine, forming an alliance, but not by my spirit, heaping sin upon sin. Whoa.
Man, those assholes always not listening or following God's way.
This is Isaiah speaking as God. He's
like,
I know.
I get really sick of the back and forth between Isaiah speaking versus Isaiah speaking as God.
Yeah, me too. Who go down to Egypt without consulting me. Those fuckers who looked for help to Pharaoh's protection, to Egypt's shade for refuge.
It strikes me that if God were doing his job protecting his people, they wouldn't have to have had done that.
Right.
But maybe I'm wrong there. I don't know.
Again, with the gaslighting and the abusive relationship, right? But Pharaoh's protection will be to your shame, man. Egypt's shade will bring you disgrace. Though they have officials in Zoan and their envoys have arrived in Hanes, like the undies.
Yeah, right.
Everyone will be put to shame because of a people useless to them, who bring neither help nor advantage, but only shame and disgrace. Ooh.
Sounds like there's a lot of shame, but if there was no help, if there's really no help there, why are they going there? Mm-hmm. I don't think people go places where there's no help. It must be better than where they were.
Well,
they'd go back,
I don't know. It says that they weren't supposed to go there and that it's going to be all in vain.
Okay.
So,
all right.
What do I know?
I mean, I'm not aware of. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know, but that is the end of the God quote. Now Isaiah speaking.
Oh, okay.
A prophecy concerning the animals of the Negev. Okay, he's talking about the animals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Through a land of hardship and distress, of lions and lionesses, of adders and darting snakes. The envoys carry the riches on donkeys' backs, their treasures on the humps of camels. Camels. To that unprofitable nation, to Egypt, whose help is utterly useless. Therefore I call her Rahab the do-nothing. So
I don't think that calling Egypt an unprofitable nation is fair, because based on my knowledge of that time frame, Egypt was a pretty big powerhouse in the area.
Yeah,
so
they were.
I think they're just kind of, blowing smoke here.
Yeah. What's happening though is Isaiah is saying, man, you're making these poor animals carry all this gold that direction to Egypt, and it's for nothing. Those poor animals carrying all the gold on their backs for nothing.
Right, because God, obviously. God will fix everything if you just don't do that. Apparently. Yes. And have faith and all that shit.
But he's also saying, we already know how this is going to turn out, and so I feel really sorry for the animals.
I don't know how much credit I can give somebody who walked around naked for 3 years.
I mean, there was a question about whether he was naked or nude naked.
Why you got? I was just having fun with it.
I'm just putting it out there for anybody who's
shooting down my entire joke there.
For anybody who's hopping in out of order, just wanted them to know he may or may not have been naked. He may have just been walking around in his undies.
Regardless, undies or not,
it's still fucking weird. Facts. Go now, says Isaiah.
Yeah.
Write it on a tablet for them and inscribe it on a scroll, that for the days to come, it may be an everlasting witness. So Isaiah's like, I'm telling you some shit that's going to happen.
Right.
Go write it down because I want it recorded that y'all did this. Y'all did not turn to God.
Okay.
Let it be on record.
Well, it's on record. I mean, we're reading it right now. So.
Yep. For these rebellious people, deceitful children unwilling to listen to the Lord's instruction, they say to the seers, see no more visions. And to the prophets, give us no more visions of what is right. Tell us pleasant things, prophecy illusions. Leave this way, get off this path, and stop confronting us with the Holy One of Israel. So
it sounds like they're kind of sick of those prophets and shit.
Yeah.
Based on, they were talking about how some of these prophets were drunk all the time. And, Isaiah's the only, I mean, from what I'm gathering, Isaiah's the only one that's correct, maybe?
Based on Isaiah's words.
Right, based on Isaiah's words.
Yeah.
But if they're not getting good information from lots of different prophets, kind of shut the fuck up.
Right, exactly.
Go away and leave us alone. We're just trying to live here, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Therefore, this is what the Holy One of Israel says.
Okay.
And so now I'm about to be Isaiah speaking as God.
Sure.
Because you have rejected this message, relied on oppression, and depended on deceit, this sin will become for you like a high wall, cracked and bulging, that collapses suddenly in an instant.
Oh.
Not just suddenly, but also in an instant.
Yeah, right.
It will break in pieces like pottery, shattered so mercilessly that among its pieces not a fragment will be found for taking coals from a hearth or scooping water out of a cistern. Boom.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's like,
he's gonna pulverize it, not just like
y'all not turning to me, fuck you and die. Okay. This is what the sovereign Lord, the Holy One of Israel, says. So now he's speaking as God again.
Yeah.
In repentance and rest is your salvation. In quietness and trust is your strength. But you would have none of it. You said, nah, we will flee on horses. Therefore, you will flee. You said, we will ride off on swift horses. Therefore, your pursuers will be swift.
Okay.
You're going to get chased.
Right, yeah. So, yeah. But what are they... I'm just... There was some talk earlier about like some of these prophecies where enemies were going to come in and fight. And if I have a family that I'm worried about and I haven't heard directly from God, and some of the prophets are like not exactly all on board with the same message, I'm going to go the fuck away.
And I'm going to ask Egypt for help.
You know why?
Egypt is doing well.
Right, because God's not talking to me.
Yeah.
He's talking to you, and I'm supposed to decide that this one's correct and this one's not.
Right.
And I don't know how I'm supposed to discern that as just a regular human being who's not being talked to by God.
Right.
Or talked to, God's not talking to me.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way to figure that out.
Oh, honey, you're supposed to have faith. This book hasn't been written yet, but you're just supposed to have faith.
No.
You're supposed to know it intrinsically.
No, bad guys with fucking weapons, I'm running.
Yeah.
I'm not sticking around for my family to die. That's dumb.
I agree with you 100%.
Just because somebody was like, hey, we're probably going to live because God said so.
Or we might, though. Some of us will die.
Right?
Not me.
Yeah, right.
It ain't going to be me, yo.
Yeah.
1,000 will flee at the threat of 1. At the threat of 5, you will all flee away till you are left like a flagstaff on a mountaintop, like a banner on a hill.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yet the Lord longs to be gracious to you. He longs.
Does he? That's not the impression I've gotten.
He so wishes he could just be nice.
I don't think that's what he does, actually.
Moreover, he could just actually stop wishing it and just be it.
I'd like to go back and count how many times we've called God a dick.
Me too.
Because it's got to be countless. So him being gracious is bullshit.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah.
Yet the Lord longs to be gracious to you. Therefore, he will rise up to show you compassion.
Will he now?
He'll only kind of kill some of you, maybe?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe.
For the Lord is a God of justice. Blessed are all those who wait for him. Just wait.
Mm-hmm.
Just wait for him, honey.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Okay.
People of Zion who live in Jerusalem, you will weep no more. How gracious he will be when you cry for help. As soon as he hears, he will answer you.
As soon as you're scared and fear the Lord and bow down before him and give all the things to him, money included, and food and all that shit, then and only then, and you have to fully be on board mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and then and only then will you maybe live.
Maybe.
Possibly. But if you die, it's okay because God's got you.
And it was for the bigger plan.
Right,
whatever.
yeah. But no.
Right.
But no.
But no. I agree, but no. I feel like that should be the name of a response to the Bible. But no.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Although the Lord gives you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction. These are meals. Hard times are meals.
That does not sound like a gracious God.
No, and it doesn't sound like a yummy treat either.
No, it does not.
Your teachers will be hidden no more. With your own eyes, you will see them. Cool.
That's good. Time. Yeah, I mean, that's what they've probably been waiting for, you know? Mm-hmm.
Whether you turn to the right or to the left or do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, "This is the way. Walk in it."
Okay.
Walk this way. Then you will desecrate your idols overlaid with silver and your images covered with gold. You know, all those idols that were supposed to have already been destroyed.
Yeah, multiple
times over. Yeah. You will throw them away like a menstrual cloth and say to them, "Away with you."
What the fuck?
Yeah, you know how you're always throwing away your menstrual cloth? Yeah, that's how disgusting and trashy it is.
But wasn't it just like a couple chapters ago he was making all the idols shake and fall apart or something like that?
Yeah.
He was destroying them then. And also through multiple chapters before this,
they've been
destroyed them all too. Yeah.
But no, they're still there. But now you're going to throw them out with your tampons.
With your menstrual cloth, yeah.
He will also send you rain for the seed you sow in the ground, and the food that comes from the land will be rich and plentiful. In that day.
Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm. Your cattle will graze in broad meadows. The oxen and donkeys that work the soil will eat fodder and mash, spread out with fork and a shovel. In the day of great slaughter, when the towers fall, streams of water will flow on every high mountain and every lofty hill. The moon will shine like the sun, and the sunlight will be 7 times brighter. God, I hope not.
Jesus, that's not good, guys.
That's really bad. Yeah. Like the light of 7 full days. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Like,
you guys should probably go underground if that's happening because things are going to go bad.
That is not good. Like,
no.
That is how. That just shows right there. They have no fucking idea what they're talking about. They're like, you're going to have the sun of like 7 days worth of sun shining down on you.
Well, more importantly, it shows that they were very like they recognize the importance of the moon and the sun, right? Mm-hmm. So like they're actually recognizing these things that were pagan almost, and there's by not understanding it, they're just projecting this pagan idea about how important these things are, but they're also incorporating it through God. But like If God was really talking through Isaiah, he would never suggest shining the sun 7 times its brightness or whatever.
Yeah.
So
now I've heard people, like apologists will say, like, he was speaking to the people where they were. Of course, they could never understand such a thing. God knew. He was just talking down to them. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why would he say such a stupid ass, dumb, ignorant thing?
Right.
Why not just...
That makes no sense.
Say something that's not ignorant.
Right.
Why not say... You know how you like the sun a whole fucking lot? Well, if it's shown, 7 days worth, then that would be really bad for your skin. Like, it would burn you up. So I'm not going to say that, but imagine, if you will, a magicalness where that much brightness is upon you, but not burning your skin.
Right.
Like, he could have clarified, but no, he's like, these people don't know anything about science, so I'm going to dumb down my God talk knowledge for these dum-dums.
Right.
Like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
That is worthless and pointless and stupid.
It is. It's doing a disservice, honestly.
It really is. So, like the late of 7 full days, when the Lord binds up the bruises of his people and heals the wounds he inflicted. Thank you for putting a Band-Aid on the stab wound that you gave me.
Right.
I said to the person who tried to kill me. What?
Yeah.
What? That's like...
This is what I take issue with. He's not...
It's an abusive relationship.
Right.
It's so horrible. It's like if somebody broke into my house, grabbed up my crock pot, and dumped the boiling shit on my head, but then stopped to call 911 and administer first aid, and I'm supposed to thank him for the problem that he fucking caused. I didn't invite this guy into my fucking house in the first place.
Or even let's just assume that the person that did it is like a doctor and they mend you exactly after they do it. Because you cower in fear and worship them for doing it.
Please, will you cure me of the thing that you fucking gave me, that you poured my crock pot on me? Please?
Is that a good person? No.
He should not, in fact,
do
harm you.
Right. Yeah. Right? That's bad and wrong.
That is bad and wrong. Regardless of what he does after, he should not have inflicted the harm.
Right. Yeah, and I'm not going to think highly of this person who did this. Right. Moreover.
Okay, let's even go one step further and say that this man, God, symbol that we're using, did not actually dump the crock pot on me, but wandered in later on as I'm screaming in pain from like 3rd-degree burns.
Yeah.
And he is a doctor, right?
Sure.
And he's like, well, I'll heal ya, but first you gotta get down on your achy 3rd-degree burn knees and worship me.
Yeah.
And give me all of your golden food and swear fealty to me.
And if you do that, then I'll heal you.
Then I'll heal you. But only if I, think about it and see that it fits in the greater good.
And just know that I want the best for you, but only if you worship me first.
Yeah. Like, still not a good person, guys.
Right.
Still no.
Nope.
Still a dick.
Still bad.
Okay. Just making sure we're on the same sheet of music here. See, the name of the Lord comes from afar, with burning anger and dense clouds of smoke. Okay?
Okay. Yep.
His lips are full of wrath, and, his tongue is a consuming fire.
Again, this is not helping me view him in a good light.
It's like, here, let me tell you a story. See, God is a dick.
Right.
Like, what?
Yeah.
See, God is a homicidal maniac. Wait, what kind of story is this? His breath is like a rushing torrent rising up to the neck. He shakes the nations in the sieve and of destruction. As you put it in a colander to try to shake loose the noodles from the water.
Yeah, right.
We're the noodles.
Right, yeah.
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
He places in the jaws of the peoples a bit that leads them astray.
Oh, wait, whoa. Say that one more time.
Hold on.
He does what?
He places in the jaws of the people a bit.
Yeah.
That leads them astray.
What the fuck?
He on purpose says, do bad. And then he's like, oh my God, I can't believe you did bad, you dumb motherfucker. Now suffer.
The God that they're describing is the kid who, tortures animals when they're, and we've said this before.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's the kid that tortures animals when they're younger.
Yeah.
Like this is what God is.
Yeah.
He's not he's a fucking sociopath or something.
What's really
psychopath.
Scary,
I don't know.
What's really scary is not just the God that was created, but that there were people who created this God. And we're
right.
This guy's cool. Let's talk about how he, makes us be mean and bad on purpose, so it's not our fault. Yeah. And I like being mean and bad.
Right.
Being mean and bad is fun.
Yeah.
So now we can say God wanted us to do it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And if I wasn't good, then obviously it was because I was failing to recognize God at that point in time. And if I just do that, I'll be okay.
Or maybe I was recognizing God, whether I was or not was kind of irrelevant because he put a bit in my mouth and led me to do that thing. Not the devil, mind you.
Right. Yeah,
not my own bad choices.
Nope, this is God.
God made me be bad that day.
Yeah, by his own words through Isaiah.
Jiminy, Christmas is horrible.
It really is.
And you will sing as on the night you celebrate a holy festival. Your hearts will rejoice as when people playing pipes go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the rock of Israel.
Because I thought he was just leading them astray, wasn't he?
But I love it. It's
okay.
Great. The Lord will cause people to hear his majestic voice and will make them see his arm coming down with raging anger and consuming fire, with cloudburst, thunderstorm, and hail. What is happening?
Like it sounded good for a second, and now we're back to fucking shit.
It's like I gave you a Christmas tree with presents and razor blades and guns. What? What is going on?
I don't know, but I don't like this guy.
It's horrible. The voice of the Lord will shatter Assyria. With his rod, he will strike them down. Well, we haven't heard from Assyria, and we don't know their story, but sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Every stroke the Lord lays on them, you said stroke, with his punishing club, will be to the music of timbrels and harps as he fights them in battle with the blows of his arm. So he's like, la la la, la la la.
It's the most angelic ass beating in history.
You. I punch you, la la la, la la la.
Yeah.
Your eye fell out and I danced in the blood. Oh yeah, baby, baby. This is so awesome. Killing is fun.
Oh, Jesus.
It's the most joyous murder ever.
I'm just like imagining the harps playing. I'm like, oh, this is...
Ring, murder fun. Ring, murder good. This is so bad.
It really is.
Tophet.
Okay.
I have notes about that.
Okay.
Do you want them now, or do you want them in the Q&A Saturday?
Let's just do them in the Q&A like we normally do. Let's just hear it.
Okay. Tophet has long been prepared. It has been made ready for the king. It's not a good thing. Spoilers.
Not okay.
It's not a good thing.
Okay.
Its fire pit has been made deep and wide. Deep and wide. Deep and wide.
Okay. I need to know. What is Tophet?
Tophet. Let's just the basic definition is that it's like the fires of Gehenna, like the trash fire where hell kind of thing.
Got it. Why do we have so many goddamn names for this shit?
Because language.
Got it.
Yeah. Because Hebrew and Greek and Aramaic and Latin and all of them. Yeah.
Okay.
And people.
Right. Yeah.
Not God, people.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
like the worst game of fucking telephone ever.
So Topheth has long been prepared. It has been made ready for the king. Its fire pit has been made deep and wide with an abundance of fire and wood. The breath of the Lord, like a stream of burning sulfur, sets it ablaze. The end.
Wow. It sounds like a fucking villain.
He is
like
a
the
villain.
Worst of villains. Like this is like the big baddie boss at the end of a fucking video game or something. Like he's got breath flames that are gonna send you to the pits of hell. Like what?
Yeah. It's not good.
Oh.
It's not good.
Man, I don't even know what else to say, but that was a rough chapter.
That was a great chapter. Lots of murder and mayhem, not by men, but by God.
Yeah.
Love it.
It was crazy. All right. Well, that was Isaiah chapter 30.
It sure as fuck was.
Hell of a way to start off a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we'll be back tomorrow with
Isaiah chapter 31.
All right. We'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Hey, wife. I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.